Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to properly remove or replace the lower control arms from the front side from any Ford Transit Custom out there. Today I'm working on this vehicle and in my case I'm not going to replace completely the lower control arm, but I'm going to remove and replace completely the bushings which are installed into the control arm. So right here, as you can see, this is on the driver's side, on the left side of the vehicle, and the lower control arms is mounted right there. And right here on the side with the front wheel, I have the ball joint, which I'm not going to replace because it's still in a very good condition. But right here on the side with the gearbox, I have two bushings which are installed into the lower control arm and which I'm going to replace right away. To do this kind of job, you'll have to use a special press which will help you to push the bushing out from the lower control arm, and also it will help you to push it back in. Right now the front wheel is removed, the car is lifted up on a jack stand, and as you can see right here, I can already see the bushing which is very worn out, which is almost completely broken right here in this end on the back of the lower control arm. And as you can see, this is the main bushing which I'm going to replace. And if I go a little bit further, right here on the left side, I have another bushing which is installed into this corner, but is not so worn out, but also I'm going to replace it right away. With all of these things being said, the first thing which you have to do to remove the lower control arm completely from the vehicle is to remove the nut which is securing over the ball joint. After that, right here it is one bolt in the front side, and in the back it will be a longer bolt which is also securing the subframe of the vehicle. After I remove 3 bolts, like I told you in total, the lower control arm can be pulled out from the vehicle. In my case, after I'm going to finish the job right here on the driver's side, I will move ahead and I'm going to follow the exact same process onto the passenger side, but I'm not going to film it because everything is similar from one side to the other. As you can see right here, this is the little nut which is securing the lower control arm over the ball joint, and after you completely remove it, you can just pull out the lower control arm and eventually it will come out from the ball joint. If it's not coming out very easy, I recommend you to use a breaker bar or one more person, which will help you to push it down and remove it out from the strut or from the hub area. As you can see, in my case, I was able to move it with only one hand. And right now, the next thing which I'm going to do is to remove this bolt from right here and then the last one from the back. One very important thing which I recommend you to do before trying to start this kind of job is to buy an impact gun, because it will make the job at least 10 times easier than normally it is, because probably this kind of bolts can be very stuck, they are very tighted. So using an impact gun, it will make your job very easy, and it will also help you in the long term. Alright everybody, so as you can see, all the bolts, all the nuts which are securing this lower control arm attached to the vehicle are out, and from here the only thing next to do is to pull out the lower control arm. To do so, just pull the front wheel a little bit out, just pull the suspension or the strut a little bit to the exterior, because you'll have enough room to pull it, and then just pull out the lower control arm, and you can just do it with only one person. As you can see, right here the lower control arm is completely removed from the vehicle. Right here, this is the ball joint. In my case, it's in a very good condition. And right here, it is the mounting bracket or the subframe for the lower control arm. From here, I'm going to move to the press. I have a hydraulic press of 30 tons, which will help me to push out all the bushings from most likely any car, any vehicle, any subframe, doesn't matter how strong it is. This press will make the job, and it will also help me in the long term. Right here, this is the lateral bushings. This is the first bushing which I'm going to replace. And right here into this box, I have the bigger bushings, which is also very important, which I'm going to replace with brand new ones. Make sure to install it in the correct position, because they will have some orientations. They will have one position, and you'll have to follow the exact same position from the old ones to the new ones. Alright everybody, so as you can see right here, in my opinion, this is the only and the best method out there which you can use to remove or to replace the old bushings from any subframe, from any lower control arm, or from any suspension part from the vehicle. This kind of hydropneumatical press which I have right here and which I'm using for more than 2 years. It has also a hydraulical system and also a pneumatical system. And in this way you can use which system you like the most. So as you can see right here, the old bushing from the lower control arm is out. This is how the control arm is looking. And from here I'm going to lubricate the area just a little bit. I'm going to install the new bushing back in this place. I'm going to make sure that the orientation is exactly the same like the old ones and into the exact same position. And then I'm going to move ahead to the other side of the bushing and of the lower control arm. As you can see right here, this is the old bushing on the ground which I just pushed out from the lower control arm. Alright everybody, so as you can see right here, I replaced both of the bushings from the lower control arm and I have them right here on the ground. The lower control arm is ready to be installed back over the vehicle. It's looking very good and very nice. From here, the only thing which I have to left is to install it back over the vehicle and replace them on the other side of the vehicle, and the job is done. Like always, just make sure to follow the exact same instructions. Just make sure to install it into the correct position, into the exact same way, and position into the lower control arm, just to make sure that it will work and behave like the ones from the factory. As you can see right here, the lower control arm is almost installed completely back over the vehicle. I placed it back into the position. I tied completely the ball joint. And right now, the next thing to do is to lower completely the vehicle on the ground. I will have to put the wheel back over the vehicle, and only then I can go ahead and tighten back the 2 bolts from the subframe. It's not recommended to tighten them while the vehicle is up in the air, because it will secure the bushing into one place. And because of that, the bushings can wear down prematurely, and also they can break very easy than they're supposed to be breaking. Right now, like I said earlier, I'm going to lower the vehicle completely. I'm going to remove the jack stand, and I'm going to tighten the bolts completely with the wheels back over the ground. Right now, and in this moment, the ball joint and also the 2 bolts which are securing the lower control arm are completely secured to the vehicle. Everything is tightened to spec, everything is tightened how it was supposed to be tightened from the factory. And right now, in my case, the job is done. Those were all the things and all the steps which you'll have to do and follow if you want to replace the lower control arm completely, or if you want to replace the bushings from the lower control arm from any Ford Transit custom out there. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video and found it informative, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a comment and a like down below. See you next time.